This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Check three.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Hill on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go. Like 20. Check back. Jump. Hey, alert.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
11. Go ahead.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. He gets this one to Johnson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Here we go.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, Delta. 55. Check. 55. Mike. Oh, yeah. 55. Mike. 55.
Now Garoppolo. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo, the quick slant caught. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Packers 0. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
A first scoring update now from Carolina. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well. really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing on first down, Fields. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A first down carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The tackle by Malik Jefferson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Completes it to Watt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set,
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
On first down, Muhammad. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Back to throw. Fields. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running with Elliott. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
I'm going back to you.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Garoppolo now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watch left. He's tight right there. We got three, fellas. We got 3. Tighten up. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Go. Move.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Muhammad. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Muhammad. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Todd Davis.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 2, get hot.
On first down, Jefferson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
21. Here we go. 1, Omaha. Hey, Zoo.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they...
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Packers. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Hey, check 52.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in.
You ain't going nowhere.
And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position. The advantage is switched to their opponent.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Switch. 12. Hey, Charlie.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields rolling to his right. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now it's blocked. Oh, the Packers have it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Following the botched PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. To throw on second down, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go,
So
here we go.
1st and 10 now from the 30. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm scared. Safe.
11.
Check 99. Back. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They go play action here on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Elliott, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Looking to throw. Fields. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. On 1st down, Muhammad. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Garoppolo. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
11. 5.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Powers through it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Ezekiel Elliott with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Packers get a score closer. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Watt. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Again, it's Elliott. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. The Packers on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. Steps away to his left. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They go again with Muhammad, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
65.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, wide open, complete. 20, 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deebo Samuel, 91 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
46, Packers 18.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
On first down, it's Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
That's another Packers first down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire